Hello there ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of my live videos, and today I'm going to be updating you on some more latest news. We've got news regarding Sanchez and we've got other news also on top of this, so I am going to update you now. Apparently now Arsenal have currently offered £290,000 a week for Sanchez to stay at the club as he's coming to an end of his contract, and Sanchez has been demanding a £400,000 a week contract at Arsenal. But the player that currently missed training the other day because he claimed that he currently had flu. He'd currently flew out with his current lawyer that had confirmed his arrival back to London, stopped off at PSG on the way. But he has been currently training now as Alexis Sanchez. And to be quite fair, he may have second thoughts now because he looks very, very happy at this training. He's had more discussions with Arsene Wenger, and it may not now come to a conclusion with him maybe departing the club. They've had discussions. He's also had discussions with his current teammate Mesut Ozil. And to be quite fair, he looks very, very happy training, does Alexis Sanchez. Also did kiss the Arsenal badge as well. So basically now he may have second thoughts with leaving, as he did say he would be having more discussion talks with Arsene Wenger. Arsene Wenger's standing firm still. He did rebuff everything with how long it's been speculating that Sanchez, he's going to leave the club. He's rebuffed to it because he basically quoted out the other week he wants Champions League football. This is 2 decades Arsenal have not had Champions League football for, so will Sanchez accept this £290,000 a week that Arsene Wenger is currently willing to offer him? But we know he's attracted a lot of interest from other teams. We know Bayern Munich have been in there. We know Manchester City are still in the race. We know PSG have been in there because the other week they had a meeting, trying to finalise a deal for Sanchez. But obviously now that's not going to happen because now PSG are on the verge of capturing Neymar. So now PSG probably won't get him. So City could still get him. City have made inquiries about getting the player. They're willing to pay £50 million for the player. They're offering to offer him £320,000 a week plus add-ons as well, which is more now what Wenger is currently offering him. But Pep Guardiola's keen on reuniting with the player as they worked fantastically well at Barcelona. City have also spent over £200 million so far on 5 players. They've looked into other targets as well of Manchester City, even though they've done good business with Monaco. Bayern Munich showed their interest in Sanchez. So now basically all the comments that Sanchez has said he wants Champions League football. I think even his teammates, he was convinced that he did want to leave the club. But now more talks have gone ahead with Wenger and Sanchez. It may be now second thoughts that Sanchez could be staying at Arsenal to do his deal. So he's coming to the end of his contract. He would get him for a reasonable fee. We know teams have been interested in the current player, but he did look unsettled, and all of a sudden now he's training and he looks very, very happy with the rest of the Arsenal squad. Sanchez got 24 goals last season, and I think he provided 10 assists. He's a player that's strong, quick, versatile, good at driving forward, very quick, and it's an essential player for Arsenal. They'd raise money for it, but they don't want to lose one of their best players to Arsenal, and that's the thing. But the last week or so, there's been negotiations with him leaving. He looked convinced that he did want to leave. Wenger stood firm. He's had no faith in what the media have said over the weeks and the press, and he's just basically stood out, saying he's made some bizarre comments. He said it's ideal for players who are coming to the end of the contract regarding Ozil, regarding Sanchez, and all that, and Chamberlain, I think. And he also come out with comments saying Sanchez will leave one day, but not just yet. And he feels as though now he's currently happy with Arsenal because Manchester City are keen on him. I think he was keen on a move to Manchester City because they were willing to offer him a bigger salary a week for him to join the club. But yeah, more things will update about Sanchez. The latest news now about Mbappe. More things have updated about the Monaco player. Before, the Spanish press had reported back a while ago Real Madrid are keen on the player. He would like to go to Real Madrid, but Monaco was standing firm, basically saying they were going to be taking illegal actions for capturing some of their players, including certain clubs. It reported this was a staggering £160 million plus add-ons as well, which would nearly totally take up to 200 million. City had also made inquiries. They'd come in with a staggering 140 odd million. And then Barcelona now being keen on him. They've made inquiries. Before, Barcelona had met up with his agent to discuss a potential move. And all of a sudden now more things have updated about Mbappe. Barcelona have making now inquiries about getting Mbappe on the board for the potential replacement for Neymar. But the vice president had quoted out before, I think it was last week, they were standing firm, they were reluctant to resist their players. Has City have captured 2 of their players. They've lost, also Chelsea have got Bakayoko, they've lost a lot of their good players. They've raised about £300 million for this. But they'd been in talks, basically Monaco and him, about securing a new deal with Monaco, the 18-year-old. But he has made it clear now that Mbappe has made it clear to Monaco that he wants to depart the club. Numerous teams have been in for the player. We know Arsenal have had bids rejected for the player. But now loads of teams are making inquiries for Mbappe. But apparently Liverpool are interested. Jurgen Klopp has interacted with Mbappe or Monaco. He's made negotiations about this, about making a potential move for the player. But from Mbappe's perspective, he is a Real Madrid supporter. There is bigger teams out there for him to go to than Liverpool, but Liverpool are making inquiries on the player. But who else are making inquiries? Real Madrid are still interested in Mbappe. I said the only way we'll get Bale is if Real Madrid get Mbappe, but he's 18, he's one of the highest prospects in world football, he's young, he's quick, he's very talented, his performances for France have been fantastic, and Barcelona are now making inquiries to get him on the board. Barcelona have eyed loads and loads of potential replacements for Mbappe. Liverpool are now negotiating over it. City could be still possibly in there for Mbappe. But that's staggering amounts of money, you know. I said for that money you could get even a starting 11, let alone the Neymar deal. For that amount of money you can get a new 11 players. They're basically judging a player that's had one fantastic season with Monaco. And it'd be interesting to see if he went to Madrid or Barcelona, you know, playing amongst better players, going to a bigger club. I won't classify Liverpool as a good elite opposition or a big massive club. But Barcelona and Madrid, it would be interesting to see how he would participate, you know, experiencing fantastic facilities, big fan base. It'd be interesting to see how he would participate in that asset, Mbappe, because he isn't really at a big club. They had a fantastic season last season, but he really isn't at a big club at the moment, is Mbappe. But these inquiries being made. Also, good news for Liverpool, it totally slipped my mind. Now, Naby Keita is not likely to be extending his contract. So Liverpool may plot another bidding for the player, as they've had 2 or 3 previous bids rejected for the current player, because Liverpool still have problems. They do need to address their midfield. Naby Keita would be essential for them. It would be a good sign for Liverpool. He's a dynamic box-to-box player. He's a player that's good at breaking up the play. He's a player that's good at driving forward. Is Naby Keita. Quick, strong, good in the air, very, very good athlete. And he's still got years ahead of him, but Red Bulls have stood firm in this situation, but he's unlikely to be extending his contract, so Liverpool could still possibly capture Naby Keita on the board. I haven't heard any latest news of what's going on with Thomas Lemar. Also, that's another interest from Liverpool for Thomas Lemar, as it reported on Monday. As it had reported on Monday that Liverpool had joined the race with Arsenal. So,
not is it microwave?
Alright. It has reported that, so Arsenal could be still among the favourites. I haven't looked in the theory of that, so I am going to have a look at some more information about that. And as I keep saying with the latest news about Neymar, the deal's probably still on, but the lawyers met with the officials this morning to deposit the buyout clause, and apparently this by La Liga has been rejected. And the current president, President and Javi Tabas, or whatever his name is, and Barcelona are basically indicating to report this to the UFA, you know, basically without PSG complying for financial fair play. So basically what they mean is this possibly couldn't be activated without complying for financial fair play. They think basically the financial fair play rules will be broke as this buyout clause. But the La Liga have had to say, they've basically told, they've sent a message over basically to Spanish, basically to abide the FIFA rules and the responsibilities. Also to LFP have had to say in this, they can't really understand the scenario of this situation, why this possibly can't be accepted by La Liga. But basically Tabas has come out and basically said we need to protect these heavyweight Spanish clubs from this situation. And he basically had an interview on Wednesday, and he did say this payment would be declined. But he's had his medical in Porto as a Neymar, so I can't really understand this. They did face financial problem back in 2013 as well, did PSG. But from a perspective of the LFP, they can't understand. For Neymar, he's basically going to be, this is 450 million though. This is Neymar is going to be paying this. This is 515,000 a week, 30 million a year. His dad's going to be receiving 40 million pounds. The salary 40 million a year, 515,000 pound a week. What else? Plus the bonuses of the 5-year deal he has signed as well. Plus the agent fees, plus the wage as well. So this does take it up to around about 450 million euros. Absolutely astronomical business, but it is going to get done. It is going to get done. If they get reported or not to the UFA, the UFA I do not know. The president's willing to do it. Juez Tebis is willing to do it as well. Can't pronounce that dickhead's name. So we'll see. We'll see. They may take now illegal actions as part of this deal. But this is, to me, do you think this is illegal, this thing, or do you think it's a legal payment? I really do not know. It's hard to believe how PSG could afford all that money for that player, but especially if Neymar's willing to pay the money, then different matters. And I think he is paying the release clause, and he admits he wants to leave Barcelona. He wants to leave. He's had his medical in Porto. I think tomorrow he should be a PSG player tomorrow, but it may now be a delay. I don't think a U-turn will happen and a deal will be inflated. I still think it'll happen because he does want to leave Barcelona. But now Barcelona know that's going to happen. That's why they're eyeing potential replacements for Neymar now, targeted so many players. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna have my tea. I'm gonna have a glance at some more news, see if anything else has updated, and I will be notifying you guys about that. Anyway, guys, take it easy, and I'll subscribe and take it easy. I'll see you later on. Bye.